Good morning, everybody. What I want to talk about today, and I touched on it yesterday, is that I do low heart rate running or training. Okay, so I stay in zone 2, and in my last video, I've left a link to how that's worked out, the benefits of it. But basically, what I'm trying to do is become fat adapted, and that means I get my energy from the fat in my body rather than the glucose. Glucose is for sprinting, is for going very fast, short burst of energy. So I'm doing trail running. I've done 15 miles today or 4 hours. I've done about 4 hours running, and I've stayed in that zone. And the reason I do that is, one, because if I'm going to do an ultra run, I need a good source of energy that isn't going up and down, doesn't run out, and I can do that with my fat that's already in my body. Another reason I do it is because if you train at that level, then you're not stressed. Just think about it. You've got something, your body, when you're running fast and using your glycogen, using that glucose, using those carbs, is thinking it's being chased. That's why it needs that injection of energy. So you may think I'm sprinting, coughing up my lung on the park run. Your body thinks, oh my God, there's someone chasing me. I better get out of here. Okay? And I'm stressed enough as it is. Or we live in a very stressful world. There's a lot of problems. There's a lot we're thinking about. So I don't want to stress my body any more than I need to. And also, if you're stressed, then your frontal lobe doesn't work. Okay, so you don't come up with great ideas. So another reason I'll do the low intensity zone 2 running is because my brain can work. And there's a video, and I'll put a link below, where movement is attached to your brain growing, to it moving really well. And the person who studied this will look at the sea squirt. So the sea squirt starts off with its brain because it needs to move. Okay? It needs to do adaptable movement. So it needs the brain to move. And once it's found somewhere to settle, it then dissolves its brain for energy because it doesn't need it anymore. Conversely, if you move, your brain grows. There's something called, let me have a look, brain-derived neurotrophic factor, BDNF. That is known as the miracle grow for the brain, and I'll put a video on that one as well, or it's in the same video. Okay, so that gets those neurons going, that gets ideas, that gets things connected. So, two things: running, low heart rate in my zone 2, okay, doesn't stress my body. Secondly, movement is good for my brain, and I need my brain. I'm getting up to 60, I need my brain. I need it to stay sharp. It's fine at the moment. It needs to stay that way. Okay? I need the energy. I need ideas. So, running grows the brain. Low heart rate doesn't stress you out. You can't think if you're in fight or flight because your brain is thinking not about great ideas, not about wonderful things. It's thinking, I need to get out of here. I need to escape. It's all it's thinking. It's in that automatic thinking. So you're not going to have great ideas. You're not going to dwell on things. Okay? You're in fight or flight. So I thought, instead of, what I would tend to do is sit and think of ideas. I'll sit and think, oh, and I'll work on things. I'll work on problems. I'll work on things that I need to do. But then, because movement grows the brain, because not being in stress, okay, generates ideas because you're using your frontal lobe, then running into ideas instead of running out of ideas seemed a really good idea. So on my run today, I did 4 hours. First hour, not great, felt fed up, running. Yeah, it's not the most exciting thing, especially when you're doing slow running. It's a bit dull, and you think, I've got 4 hours to go. You're running around. After an hour or so, I came up with some amazing things, and then I thought I should have taken my notepad. There's my run today. I've done a little diagram. You can see my heart rate, etc. And in my last video, I talk about notepads, okay? And there's a nice link to a video from this guy who talks about what a benefit they are. So what I'm thinking, next time I'll take my notepad, because I had great ideas. I thought they were great. I can't remember them now, most of them, apart from that running into ideas, which I thought was really nice. So that's another reason to run. That's another reason to exercise, not just to do an ultra run, not to go fast, but to come up with great ideas and grow the brain. Okay, so I hope you like these ideas. Anything that I've talked about, okay, I'll put links below where other YouTube creators have done really in-depth, excellent work on videos below, and you can have a look at them, you can comment on them, you can like. Comment on this. I've got 2 comments, I think, so far. One from my son and one from a friend of mine, and they don't really count because, you know, that's my son, that's my friend, what they're going to do. So put a comment in, put a like, and I hope the links below and the links on my other video and the topics I've covered will be really useful to give you energy, okay, less stress, and most importantly, really good ideas. Good ideas solve most things. So thanks for listening, and I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.